The cooldown is an aspect of the lens, so if you were to remove this lens and place a new one, it would have its own cooldown. But, well, it has to start at full, so obviously placing a new one will just start it at 0 seconds of charge. Alright, so how does this... What? What the fuck happened? Alright, now that we're in God mode, if I place a new one, it fires straight down for some reason, or backwards somehow. I don't know how that works, but if I place a new one, and have a new one, and a new one... One thing I need to test first before I actually get too far into this is how far away, because I'm hoping it can, like, Bluetooth latch it on, and then that's how we can pass it around. Because my hope is that you'd be able to, like, detach this thing and attach the... Oh. That's actually quite forgiving. If I separate this... Really? The vehicle's too far away. The vehicle was too far away a while ago. Okay. That... Here's the question. Is it Euclidean or Manhattan distance? It is Euclidean. But that means we could just have... I'm gonna do the belt fed because it's gonna be funny, but the most optimal way of doing this might be to just have, like, a wall of, like, 30 hidden ones right here, and then it just swaps out. In fact, I'm going to do that one first. I'm tempted to just make, like, a bowl of whipped cream just to eat whipped cream, because I have a bunch of fresh cream lying around that I have no idea what to do with. Actually, I need these kind of floating. Actually, no, I don't. I'm just going to do a spin block separator. I've accidentally... So I accidentally separated the entire vehicle from the vehicle, and then it wasn't in God mode, so it just blew itself up. Stop! Please stop blowing yourself up! Okay. My testing structure is now a testing vehicle, because I accidentally released the entire fucking thing. Whoops. So yeah, I had it like this, and then I just, like, clicked that. Separated in the entire... What? What? What the fuck? Alright, so I just need to make sure I don't accidentally teleport this entire thing into the bottom of the sea. So I've managed to find a bunch of creative new ways to break things. That's one good thing I've done. I want it to be, like, simple and compact because of the fire rate. It's gonna chew through energy if it's too big. Like how compact it looks. It looks like actual machinery right here. Alright, so now I just have to have, I guess, a Lua box timing it. Could do it. I guess I could have it run off a timer, or I could just make it so if any of them are off cooldown, it switches it. We want to move satellite 1, attach it, detach the core, or fire the weapon, detach core, and then reattach satellite. Alright, so we split off from the satellite, attach the core. I also need to make very certain that the core only disconnects in front. Alright, so we split off, reattach, fire, All right, let's see how this works. All right. So sadly, it pulls. Damn it. That's incredibly irksome. Okay, so we're gonna do something silly. This is going to be a sum of all previous values. So the timer should go off, and then B should be less than 1. In fact, B should equal 0. And C should be 1. Does this thing... Why is this thing's name... What? Oh, I hope we don't... Uh-oh. I hope names aren't fucked up when they switch. So it'll only do it if none of the lower ones are ready to fire. So it'll fire the lowest one first and then cycle up through. This part right here causes it to only do it on 1.5 second intervals. This one makes sure that none of the previous ones are on. And then we have this one that's always 0. We'll use this to like turn off all of the particle cannons if we need to. Like say there's no enemy. And then C is we only do it if that one's charged. So in the moment this guy finishes charging, it skips it. Why does it do it multiple times? Oh my god. Okay, if we do the sum, then it should work. I see. What's happening is that it freaks out and gets confused because while it's switching, there's no block named Satellite 1, so it just kind of spazzes out. So now it should just do it once. Yeah, there, and now it's fine. Oh, and it took a little while to realize that reattached, so it's fine. Beautiful. Alright, so we want 16 of these. Alright. Oh my god. Is this the most elegant way of doing it? No, but is this the easiest way of doing it? Probably not. I just gotta rename them all. Now I just gotta rename all of these guys. It should be this one, this one, this one. Just 36 more. Alright, now the whole thing should be operational. Oh. You know what? We need to change this to be just a timer one-shot. Just change all of these to be hooked up directly to the timer instead of doing that math. It'll be more elegant, and we'll have it on a one-shot, so it'll only do all of them at once. And then it won't give a shit that the next one's okay all of a sudden. I think what's happening is in that tick, it goes through, drops this one, which turns this one to 0, which goes through and drops this one and turns it to 0, and goes through and drops this one and turns it to 0. Goes through, drops this one, turns it to 0. And then suddenly it figures out, oh, wait, I shouldn't be doing that. That's why it stops at, like, 6. Alright. Alright. Oh. Oh. Hello? Oh, because these got all out of order. Now it's... Okay. Now why are we frozen? Wait. Oh. Whoops, I didn't connect that one. Now! Amazing. It works. So this should just aim them because it looks like they won't, looks like we can't really aim at full speed because it won't. Alright. This is a little too far away. Oh, it's still very effective. But that's a little farther away than our normal use case, considering this is short range. There we go. And it's brutal. How much does this thing cost? Well, actually, this thing's gonna cost an insane amount. But what if we remove the RTGs? This gun is a whopping 36,000. For 36,000, let's put it up against something of equal price, the Marauder. So this thing, because so much of the expense of PACs comes in these crazy expensive tubes, 200 material per meter. So the fact that we can recycle it, oh my god. I wonder if we can get away with going even faster. Can we burst fire even faster? 1 second? Okay, the lowest this goes is 0.1. Let's see if this works at 0.1. I'm just gonna have to slowly bump all of these down. Man. We need a whole, like, breadboard quality of life update. I'm gonna be honest. It being so user unfriendly is probably the biggest stumbling block for people getting into it. I can't imagine this to be too complicated. Then again, maybe I'm coming from a position of privilege in that I have been coding since, I want to say 2012. So I've got some good experience, and so new coding systems probably come pretty intuitively to me. The user unfriendliness does not help, though. It sometimes decides that scroll wheel lowers the value. It sometimes decides that scroll wheel scrolls the screen. It's really not consistent. I'm fine, though. My mental state right now, perfect. Earlier today, I helped this nice lady out, and this super sweet old lady with the southern accent goes, "Aw, bless your heart, honey, you're the sweetest." And that's like my mental state set for the next few weeks. If you've never had that experience, it fixes pretty much every issue. Alright, let's see. Incredible stuff happening. How long does this take? Is this a total of 0.4 seconds? So can we put this as a half-second cooldown? There we go! Jesus! Let's go. A $26,000 weapon against a $100,000 ship. And it's not firing anymore? It was not enough energy. It should have been enough energy by my calculations, but it wasn't. And I don't entirely know why. Alright, weapon against ship, quadruple its cost. Jesus Christ, did I mess up my math or something? Why is it that this is taking twice as much power as I guessed it should? 25,000 against 100,000. Go! I know, for some reason it's doing it with 10 instead of 11. Oh yeah, that thing's dead as fuck. I fixed itself while I was looking at it. I genuinely don't know what the hiccup was. Oh, nah, man. They're fine. They're still enjoying tea. I don't think that's tea, but what the fuck is this guy doing? Phenomenal quad strength. Absolutely ridiculous. His toes grip. His toes ain't even gripping. He just got super glue heels. Or maybe this diving helmet's full of helium. It's huge. Regardless, I am a huge fan of this weapon. Weapon good. Weapon very good. And I've already installed it in a configuration where I could pretty nicely make this a broadside weapon. I think this actually took way longer and was way more full of an episode than I thought it would be, so I think I'm gonna actually call it here. If you have a suggestion, please leave it in the comments below. This was partially a suggestion. It was someone showed this to me, but this was from another YouTuber. You can check out their video on it right here. But leave any suggestions you have in the comments below, or leave them in my Discord channel. I'm much more likely to respond to them there. But either way, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.